This is Mr. Impact Wrestling himself, Moose, and you're listening to the Irish Whip.
Hookers? Hookers and Coke?
Hookers and Coke, man.
You're the only pro wrestler I know that wants to do this shit in the morning.
Yeti, you're a f***ing moron.
Put it this way, I think Sami Callihan might as well just change his name to Invader
I
One.
want to know why. Like, he can dodge any question. Like, I'll tell anyone that. You can tell me but I'm going to ask specific questions.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all the rest of you yahoos who are out there dilly-dillying, you little wankers, we're actually receiving real wrestling news.
This is
Brett screwed Brett.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Hold 2! Arm bar!
Hey, get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate your hat. I hate your t-shirts. I hate your wristbands. I hate your shoes. I hate your music. I hate the C Nation. I hate everything that you stand for.
Sodas rule.
Yeah, they do.
In a secret location, 8 of America's top professional wrestlers compete in a single elimination tournament. Identities unknown. To determine who will challenge for the Independent Wrestling Championship.
There's just one catch. If you're eliminated from the tournament, then you must reveal your identity.
This October, IWTV presents The Last Wrestler.
What's up, TAW Mafia? It's the Yeti. It is Free Fig Friday. Do me a favor, like, follow, subscribe everywhere that you're watching this right now. If you're literally hanging out with us watching video, awesome. If you're not, please do me a favor. At the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. That is at the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. If you're on Facebook, awesome. We're glad you're there. We interact a little bit more on there, but we also interact on Twitter. So thank you for everybody that's here, man. There's a fig that we thought we were giving away, kind of, sort of, whatever. It's whatever. So JP, you testing out the Wheel of Doom?
Testing it out, man. Just letting y'all see it for a second. I didn't know it was going to go right on, and I didn't mean to click on it either.
It's all right, dude. We got to, this time when we bring it on, I think we need to randomize it.
Yeah, we'll shuffle it up
times. Yeah.
I didn't number it.
What's up, Ronald?
In the chat already. Ronald, AJ, what's up, guys?
So we're gonna spin this thing after we get going here. I'm excited for Hell in a Cell. People will look behind us as we broadcast this and are looking at my dream match for a legit Hell in a Cell, which is the Fiend and the Demon against each other again. I'm legit ready. Yeah, there's the wheel. That is the wheel. God, I love that thing. That's so cool. We do a good job. This is fun. This is good. There's 25 names on there. There's 25 people.
You know, a certain biggest company in the a certain biggest wrestling company in the world seems to think the wheel's a great idea.
Yeah, they do. It's amazing how they fucking continue to rip shit off. Just saying. What's up, Ronald? Yeah, Hell in a Cell is going to be awesome. What's up, RJ? Lori's here again. Lori Prescott Denmark, always here. What's up, Tommy Flynn?
Yes, where's Bobby D?
Who would win in a fight? The Dudleys. Listen, okay, Tommy.
Good timing on that question, Tommy.
For those of you that are not watching along, I am wearing this month's Legion of Doom T-shirt that I got in my pro wrestling crate. JP, I wanted to wear. I as soon as I got the crate, that's the first thing I put on. And you're wearing the Darby Allin shirt, man. That's a tight shirt, dude. I like that.
Really is.
I really like that.
And you know
what?
Like, I like shirts that, like, obviously Legion of Doom. People know it's a wrestling shirt, and I love the shirt.
Shoot fight Legion of Doom wins.
Yeah, easy.
Ronald, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, where's my name on the wheel? I retweeted it. Ronald, I guarantee your name's on that wheel, and if it's not, JP's going to look right now. Ronald 794. What's up, Matt? Matt Dog Kelly, friend of the show. Always welcome here.
Ron, I think your Twitter name is like Ron793597563. Like you have some crazy amount of numbers after you. Because apparently Ron 114756668 was taken. So he's Ron 114756669.
Ron,
and you are on the wheel.
244789912. I know, I saw that. I was like, dude, go pick another at. Love you. Thank you for everybody that's hanging out. JP, like we're going to run down Hell in a Cell, but let's talk a little bit about where we are.
Record, since I made fun of him real quick, go follow Ron 114756699.
Dude, that's the way we roll.
Can I hit on something really quick?
Let's hit on everything we need to hit on. Like the main thing is right now, folks.
Palladino, our good friend Rich Palladino. Today's a landmark for him, so I want to give him a quick shout out. 27 years ago today, he did his first gig ring announcing.
Let me ask you this question. So can you imagine what a Beyond show would be without Rich Palladino?
No, I don't want to.
I don't
think
it's
happened.
I know, but like legitimately, and the reason I say that is professional looking wise, like I don't know. Like, dude, the interview that we did with Rich Palladino and when he talked about mass transit, and it continues to always, there's always going to be a cloud over that. Like, is it a work? Is it not? It's always going to be the question, right? Always going to be the question.
No question, it's not.
Look at that. Yeah. So those who can't see, so right now RJ's asking, is that a prison Twitter handle? Anyway, Hell in a Cell. So we were trying to research this because I agree. Like I looked on Tuesday, right? I was looking at the card. I was looking at what we were going to be dealing with, like matches, most of what we were going to be dealing with. And I saw a few matches on the card. I think last you looked, there was what, five matches? Four matches is what you saw. I think when I read it, I think I saw 6, so but that was I don't know, Tuesday. So if we're doing this, like, do you want to run down the card now? Do you want to talk about what we got going on? I think we should talk about what we going on and the people that we've partnered with and what's going on with us, and continue to thank the people that download the podcast and support us, man.
Absolutely, man. Big shout out to Full Press Coverage Wrestling, Full Press Coverage Radio, and all those guys over there, Ian and all the guys, big supporters of us. Spreaker, which is owned by Voxnest. Spreaker is our host. Spreaker is our, pretty much, they're not our agent, but they sort of help us with finding sponsorships and partnerships and things to that nature. They recently got purchased. And while they'll still be run by a sole company, and they'll still be Spreaker, and we'll be on Spreaker, they're now owned by iHeartRadio.
You know what's really cool about that is everybody that's on that Full Press network, including Crossbody of Work, Talkamania, Chaos Theory, Boot to the Face, and us, are all on iHeartRadio right now. Every single one of us.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing to think that, not only that, but partnerships again with Wrestling News Source back, partnerships that we've agreed not to chase anymore. And here's the deal: like, I got to quit saying that word for one during the podcast. I appreciate every download. I appreciate everything, every tweet, every interaction that I get to have with everybody that listens to the podcast, because it was probably 2 years ago around this time that we got to interview Antoine Montesi.
Oh, man.
With Swerve. And we talked. I remember it was a turning point for me. It was a turning point for him. I was in the middle of a car lot dealership debating and contemplating what I was going to do in my life. He was writing songs and lyrics again for more intros and continuing. And I'm just so jacked that not only him, Montesi, but Swole, I don't know if she's on there. I don't know how they work with AEW, but with Isaiah, Swerve on there, I just want to say congratulations to those guys, because that's a huge step to be on. The WWE is not calling it a podcast network. I can't remember what they're calling it.
No, they're calling it the Conversation Pieces or something like that.
Jesus, just get over it, you guys. That's probably because I retweeted the fact that it was hilarious that, a decade later, what they scoffed at is what they're having to use during a pandemic, and they won't even call them podcasts.
What's cool is they did.
Joe, get in here.
Who's Moxley's wife?
Say that again?
Who's Moxley's wife?
The announcer, Renee Young.
Yeah, so she was doing one with Booker T and Elijah Woods the other day. Did you see this?
No.
So she's doing and they do it similar to this. They probably use the same software that we use
to
do it. And all of a sudden, Moxley comes walking in with the dog and just starts taunting her. So you got Moxley on the WWE network.
Look at this joker. Hurry up and get in here, Joe. What is he doing? Hurry up. What are we waiting for?
He can't figure out how to turn his computer on.
Yeah, so we're going to spin the wheel. We usually spin the wheel about a half hour. We're about 15 minutes in. So I just want to wrap up this part by telling everybody, hey, thank you for supporting us for the last 3 years back. I'm going to make another bold prediction that we made about this same time 3 years ago. That bold prediction is going to involve the same individual, and it's also going to involve the same time frame for that return, JP. So for those of us watching live, we're going to take a break, but we're not going to really go anywhere. And for those of us in the podcast, we'll be right back. Oh my God. So back, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting those great advertisers of ours, personally endorsed by JP, myself. Let's just hot tag him in. What's up, dude?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, man.
What is that on your face?
That's I didn't want to shave it all off yet, so I just got a little bit.
What's going on? So for people who don't know, for people who don't remember, the Irish Whip was originally the idea of a kid who used to bully me growing up, actually. And he called me up, and because we were going to wrestling shows together, and he said, hey, there's this thing, it's a contest. Let's do it. It's to have an internet radio show, and that was Big Joe. And Big Joe has always been a part of this. And Josh will tell you, every time we say we, I include Joe.
Yeah.
We include Joe.
And I'm hopefully slowly getting back into the full swing of things. I had a couple of hurdles to overcome, and I'm still got a few more to go, but I'm going to get back in on the regular.
Well, it's good that you still sound like a whiny pussy when you talk, so I'm glad that you're back.
Well, it's because I got fake teeth and I got to lift.
Dude, it's super exciting. Like, for people that don't know, from what Joe, for people that don't know, Joe he's infamous for being and security at a lot of cons. And I don't mean convicts. I mean like cons for Comic Cons, The Walking Dead type stuff, being security and being that type of dude. So
a lot of people might know me from
that's
there.
the claim to fame.
I'm in the talks too with a few people that from that world that might be coming on.
No. Yeah, it's been a while. Do you feel nervous?
Well, I feel nervous because I'm still not in my element. As you can see, the background, I'm in a small, tiny hotel room because my house is getting worked on because it flooded. And then from there, once I get back in and I get reset up, it's all set. You know?
Do you?
I love
do you
that
miss
RJ
this?
thanked us for
Like, have
our
you missed
replacement.
this?
He's given
have you
us
missed
his
being able to do this.
I do. I miss this more than you know. It's almost like there's a piece of me that was missing when I wasn't here doing this with you guys.
I think the timing really had to be right, and I think it was right a little while ago. I know you, Joe, you wanted to hold off a little more, but I think the timing was right.
I think I needed to hold off till not till the pegs were in their proper holes, but at least till they knew where they were going.
How do you feel about how do you feel? We just talked about it. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you were already listening, but we talked a little about Spreaker getting bought out.
I heard about that. My whole concern with that is, how does it affect us?
It doesn't for the time being. We sit there. We have, they sent us an email and explained it to us, and we're in the same position we are in. What I think is going to happen is it's going to open some more avenues for us. So
that's good. Avenues are always open. Avenues are good.
And the thing is like there's so many opportunities for not only us, but those people that I hope that listen to the show and I hope that are partnered with us don't consider us selfish assholes or whatever, but competition is good, man. Stone versus stone. Well, JP and I talked about this earlier today we basically what we stated is like, I gotta quit saying that word, man. It's a nervous word. We want to be number one. Talkamania wants to be number one. Boot to the Face wants to be number one. Swerve City Podcast wants to be number one.
Ringside Rant wants to be number one.
That's it. Like, and the difference is that we're all really good at, Chaos Theory wants to be number. We're all really good, and we all offer a different product. So I really encourage people to download the Full Press app. Like, legit, download the Full Press app, and don't look any further than the podcasts that are on there, because we're going to cover the independent scene like you've never seen before. Like the OG Alex Price, Katie Arquette, the interview that we're going to get released here real soon. Those two being in the Limitless Season 2. We're talking about Limitless Wrestling, which included the face, including MJF, Ace Romero, and now NXT 205 Live Retro AG. So, like, the prize is no slouch, man. This kid's good. Katie Arquette, no slouch. David Arquette's niece. This is where we're at with this, and I'm super excited to continue to be at a place where we can be selective with our guests. We can be selective with who we spend our time with. And when we spend time with somebody, it's because we genuinely enjoy their company and we love what they have to offer. Like, if you take Frantic, for example, like, that kid's going to be on here in November, and he was...
What?
Frantic.
Francis Wright.
He's not coming back on.
No, yeah.
I smell the heat.
To see you. He's got a receipt, right?
A receipt? He's threatened to kill me like 1,000 times.
Well, you just introduced me as a guy who used to bully you.
It was like 5 when he got...
This guy's Twitter has been banned.
He got banned
on Twitter no less than 3 times for threatening to kill me.
All right. Well, he hasn't done it yet, though, so...
What are we talking about? Who bought who out? I don't know.
I think he's...
what are we talking about? Who bought what out? I don't remember.
RJ, iHeartRadio bought out Spreaker. Or purchased Spreaker. Not bought them out, really, but purchased.
Correct.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, thinking one of the things I've been trying to get back into.
Basically, included them. They included them in an umbrella. They. Go, dude. Yep. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's good. I was just trying to say, like, I'm getting back into now, starting off back in the low where I like to reach out to people and ask them if they want to come on. And I'm reaching high this time. I'm not going to say anybody of who I am. You guys know who I'm reaching out to, and I'd rather take a no than a not reach out.
Well, that's just it. Is when we reached out to some other individuals, like this Free Fig Friday is a cool thing. We're going to give this fig away here in like 5 minutes, halfway through the show. We don't want to make people to have to stay here to win a fig, and we don't. I mean, it's all it really takes is retweeting a tweet. It's not that we're here to, obviously gain follows. We're here to gain listeners. We're here to gain every part of everything that we can, but we're looking to do it legitimately. Like let's educate the people, since we have like 5 more minutes before a break when it comes to podcasts. Okay.
What I wanted,
there's 2 ways to measure podcasts, right, JP? The old measurement, which would play measure 15 seconds. Is that right?
I think it's 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and it gets measured as a full listen down.
Go ahead, dude.
And then the newer way,
the second part of that is
standard, is a minute, and that's how we're
our metrics. So our metrics through Spreaker, and so the measurement now is at least a minute is the difference. And when we had it for the other way, it freaked us out a little bit, right? I mean, I was freaked out about it. You were freaked out about it.
55,000 downloads. For a little interview was 55,000. So yeah, that was.
No, he just dropped off. I hope everything's
Yeah,
right.
I think he's having a connection problem. But so the new way, it was kind of an awakening to us too, because we really dropped off some, but then it was explained and we got it, and it's organic. Now, the reason I like the Free Fig Friday is because now our listeners aren't just listeners. They're not just downloads. Now we actually get a chance to interact with you guys, giving away the figure, doing the spinning the wheel, and you guys get to come in the chat and do it live with us. It just makes it a more organic, and it includes the listeners more. So come on and listen to us live. It's commercial free when we go live, and it's more fun. You get to interact. We're in the chat room here, and we click on some of the stuff.
It's fun. I mean, it's
we'll
legit.
put your name up on the screen if you're chatting with us.
It's legit the way that we can interact, the way we have fun, the way we give back. So, do we?
Bobby D announcing that Josh is back.
I'm trying to figure out where the connection problem is, and I think I solved the problem. So,
by getting rid of Joe?
Well, I think I solved the connection problem, and it's not. It's not. I don't mean that in a mean way, but it's bandwidth and it's connection, right? So it's not really getting rid of him. It's a matter of the cool thing about audio when we do this podcast, right? And the difficult part is like I don't give a shit what people see. Like I don't care.
Right.
Like I don't care what people see, what this is, because there's only going to be a handful of people, hands and toes, are going to watch this thing until the end or hang out with us on a Friday night for however many hours, right? My thing is that when we put out a product, when we put out the podcast, which is all this is around, and I'm telling you guys right now, like if you don't think that, we're just here to help, man. We're really here to help. Like if you want to start a podcast, you want to do things, that's what you're here to do, and we're here to have a lot of fun. And that's what we do Free Fig Friday for. That's what Wrestling Autism was founded around. It's what all this was started for, was just to give back to cool people.
I got AEW on in the background, and the Butcher and the Blade are coming out.
First and foremost, we're fans.
Yes, I'm literally watching wrestling while we do this podcast.
I can't wait to get back in my house.
AEW was incredible. Like they have just AEW has more talent than WWE.
Let's take a break real quick. We're halfway in. Let's take a break real quick for everybody live. It's going to be like that for everybody. The podcast, you're going to listen to some of our sponsors here. Please appreciate and go ahead and check them out. I know for sure that our MyBookie account is still there, so please use that. I think it's TIW is right. JP, isn't that the promo code TIW?
Yep. That it is. And that's,
it is. Okay, good deal.
It doubles your initial.
So visit us there, mybookie.com. They are working. They're working
They do once in a while. They do they'll do the.
So let's take a break real quick.
The
We'll
prop
come
betting
right
on
back.
the big wrestling events.
If you need to drop me, that's fine because of the computer issues. You know?
You want to spin the wheel once we go back? Oh, I mean, not that we're going back. We're back, but can you hear
let's
me,
give her.
Josh?
Let's give her. Let's give that a shot. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to do that. But are we good now?
Yeah, I can hear. I've heard you the whole time.
Yeah, as soon as I added Joe, for some reason, I don't know what happened here, but it's the entire time. It's just been lagging the entire time over here for me. So
how's that? Is that better?
Drop me out. Keep me out. I'll go back on the Facebook Live.
Are you still lagging, Josh?
I'm good. It speeds up and catches up, and that's the cool thing about being able to do this live is like I don't give a shit. Like we know that we're halfway through. Like when we download this, we can go through and we can edit it out. So that's. For me, that's the fun part about recording a podcast live and doing this Free Fig Friday is people can literally see us record a podcast like we actually would, and then go back through and cut shit out. So
drop me out for the night, and I'll watch on Facebook, and I'll come back next time.
All right, you sure, Joe?
Yeah, I reintroduced myself, and we're all good there. Love you guys.
All right,
you know it.
Joe, it's good to have you home, man.
Yeah,
Love
welcome back from the prison cell.
So
JP right now is speechless because inside jokes that go forever on this show have no end. And
I think I'm the only one of us that has seen the inside of a prison cell, and it wasn't a prison; it was like a holding cell. So,
well, dude, I think I was in. Well, the only reason I say that to Joe is because he's a Boston cop, man. He's a good dude. Like he knows what to do. There's a reason that people trust him with their lives when it comes to famous things because he's a guy to be trusted with what you need. That's the way that it is.
Do we tell them how I screwed up this week?
What?
Did we tell them how I screwed up this week with the figure?
I think we spin it twice, and I just go down and get the fucking figure. Like, it's not that hard. I just run, it's not even a mile and a half down the store, and I grab it.
I like this figure.
I do too, but it's not the right one.
I told Josh it was the Series 77 AJ Styles that I had, and he posted the picture of the box, and I knew the box looked wrong in my head. But I said no, because I knew I had the Series 77, and that's what Josh had posted. I looked at it today, and it's the Series 74 AJ Styles. A badass. To me, I like this figure better.
I mean, do we give a shit? Do we care? Like, do we care even if we fucked up? Do we still just give away and who gives a shit? Like, we're going to spin the wheel. It doesn't matter really. It's free
so
anyway.
I think
if you're going to bitch about getting a free figure, get the fuck out of here.
I think I'll go out. I'll spend the $18 on the AJ Styles. And that's all it is. I'll buy it off of Ringside Collectibles and ship it to whoever. And that's
I miss
not
you,
a
man.
sponsor.
No, dude, I'll go down there right now. I'll grab it. Or I mean, I've actually got. Dude, look at this. So before we spin the wheel.
Can I tell them about the figure I missed out on?
Let's spin the wheel first. Like, let's legit spin the wheel. Let's give this thing away.
I love figures. I hate you for turning me into a figure collector.
Fuck. Whoop, whoop. Boys.
The problem
up, guys?
is I'm only
chasing. Hey, JP, while we're doing this, like, let's, I'm going to pull up the card. Okay, I'm going to start pulling up the card since we don't even know what the fuck it is. I knew the 4 matches. Like, I knew the 4. I started writing an article on it, and then I decided that I had to go back to work. So I had to work. You don't even know one match, do you? I mean, besides Reigns and Uso. Besides Reigns and Uso.
I know Roman Reigns and Uso, Drew McIntyre and Orton, which I think is going to be like the match of the night.
Why do you say that?
because Orton doesn't hype up matches that he's not going to put his all into.
You're right.
And he's been hyping this up. He did the promo the other night in the cage in the Hell in a Cell. Jeff Hardy versus Elias, which doesn't do a whole lot for me. I like what they did the other night with Jeff Hardy coming out with the band and having his face covered and handing him hitting him with the guitar. So, and Bayley versus Sasha.
Here's what I have. Here's Sasha.
Since you can't make fun of me for it tonight.
You said it all Montana-like earlier. You really did.
I did that on purpose.
Sasha. So here's a card as I see it now, and if I'm wrong, I'm sure Talkamania and Boot to the Face are going to correct me on this. Same with RJ from Ringside Rant.
Boot to the Face? No.
Kevin Owens. Huh?
I said, what's the Boot to the Face guys know?
I don't know. They know a lot. At least that fucking bearded master does. Marty does. He knows some shit. The other guy, Record, don't know anything. Dez, I'm telling you, Dez and J-Bomb, that's where I'm at. I'll still listen to Boot to the Face, but
Dez is low-key like a wrestling genius, I think. Because he's into all, like, Dez is into all, like, J-Bomb loves his vaping, he loves his Bruins, loves his wrestling. Dez is into all the geeky shit.
Do you know when I fell in love with these guys is it was like a year and a half ago. It was when we were playing ads for their show. I still have the ad, actually.
Yes.
And when Dez called Vince the Collector, like that's legitimately when I fell in love with him because I knew he got it. Like I knew he understood. It was like the roster doubled over this many years. Like you're just grabbing people. That's it. So yeah, it's fun to be where we're at. But anyway, so Kevin Owens, Aleister Black. Now that we just put him over, but shit on him at the same time. Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black. I love you guys. Thank you guys, man. I can't wait to see you guys at Mania 2021. I'm saving the money's there. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm itching. It's like every time I do this podcast, like my legs legitimately shaking. I have to medicate myself with as much fucking weed and alcohol as I can because I just want live wrestling. I want to go out and sit with my boys and their wives and their girlfriends or whoever their boyfriends or whatever the fuck they have and just watch some pro wrestling. Like I've been doing it for too long behind the screen and it's breaking me down. Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins and Murphy, Jeff Hardy and Elias, like you said, SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley, Sasha Banks, Hell in a Cell. So these are the Hell in a Cell matches. Bayley and Sasha, McIntyre, Orton, and Roman and Jey Uso. Now, can we spin the wheel for your fig now? And then after we do this at the end of the show, then we'll spin the fig for the AJ Styles that I'm going to go get at the store when we're done.
Okay. So this is for the Series 74 Elite Collection AJ Styles. I gave him some spooky Halloween music for October. My boy Mike.
Did you Chaos Theory Pod? I love that. So Mike, of course, from Chaos Theory. Thanks, dude. Thanks for retweeting that and playing along. See, it pays to play with the three Irish boys.
This is like a theme, though, because 2 weeks ago, Rucka was on the show and Rucka won.
I'm telling you, dude.
Last week, Mike was on the show with you because I got a bad back and my back was out. I was completely medicated. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't move. Mike came on with Josh and carried the weight, and now listen, that's how we say thank you. You get a figure and a mask.
You get a fig and a mask. Okay, let's run this card down, dude, because I'm really excited. I want to. Can we just start off with Roman and Uso, and I want you to go through your entire thing like you talked to me, because I listened to Jay and Des talk about how Roman was going to beat the shit out of Jay, but they want the entire family to come out and kind of rally behind Jay. So I want you to give what you told me today, because I think either of them are viable options, but I kind of like yours better. I'm a homer.
So Roman can't lose to Jey Uso. Roman can't lose to any Samoan until at least WrestleMania next year. And I think what happens is he's going to run through the Samoans because he wants to be the king of the tribe. And there's not too many of them in the WWE right now. They're probably going to have to bring in a few people. But I think come like January-ish, somewhere right around the Royal Rumble, Dwayne Johnson comes out.
Little tequila.
Maybe pushing Terramana tequila. And
but I want you to get into more detail.
And they point to a sign that'll have miraculously appeared around the Royal Rumble. And that'll be The Rock challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Do you think that we'll get we talked about Undertaker theme music, but he never really shows up because The Rock does? Like, does he steal that moment?
I mean, they wouldn't play the Undertaker's theme music. They'd definitely play The Rock's music, but know your role.
So you're predicting The Rock at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I'm
predicting Ronda Rousey as well at this year's Royal Rumble.
Yes, I could see that.
So those are that's the biggest thing for me is this is all ties together to this Mania. I mean, even remember with The Rock and Ronda? Do people remember this? Is it 2 years ago? Almost 3 years ago? The Rock and Ronda in the ring? 3 years ago? Do we get that? Do we get that reunion? But at 2021, this way, like I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. So anyway, you're saying, does this go to contest? Is this quit? Is this no contest? Is this pinfall, count out, disqualification? What?
Well, I don't think that they wrestle at the Royal Rumble.
But you could, for some reason, put him out of commission. It would have to be stopped.
I think with The Rock, it's an appearance at the Royal Rumble for a match at WrestleMania versus Uso.
Okay, but Hell in a Cell, I mean, it's a I Quit match. I mean, Jay and Dez, the fam coming out to help out in Hell in a Cell, I mean, I buy it. I really do.
I mean,
you can't put Jay over,
but
Rock, Roman can't lose.
Remember when The Rock screwed over Foley at the I Quit match? I will not say it. I will not say those words you twit. I will not say I quit.
Yes.
See, talking to you guys, I do have some wrestling memory.
By the way, Rutgers hosting Trivomania.
I saw that. That just means it's going to be easy. Des came up with some good questions.
So we're in agreement. Roman Reigns wins this, obviously, 100%. No ifs about it.
There's no way. There's no way that he can lose that.
What about Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton?
I'll be honest. I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre, but I would not be completely surprised if they gave Randy Orton a run again.
When do we get Randy Orton, The Fiend, and Bray Wyatt, where Randy lets him back in? Does it happen, or does that storyline just go, die, never exist today, never to appear again?
They've done that so many times to Bray Wyatt storylines.
I'm just saying,
they all just seem to. I don't know if people are getting creeped out wrestling, like going into these matches with them, or what. But it seems like they get these things going and then they just die.
No, I'm gonna. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say that Randy continues to do what he does, and loses the match to McIntyre. I was watching the first Hell in a Cell, and McIntyre's match, if you guys go back, I think, and look at the first Hell in a Cell actual pay-per-view, Drew McIntyre's match is way up there in the card. Like it should have been at the time. I think it's just one of those things where it's the Chosen versus the Golden Child. And when these two hit tomorrow, I really think that this Hell in a Cell is going to be one of the best pay-per-views we ever get to watch.
I think it's going to be a good one, judging
I
from
really
the
do.
matches I know.
I mean,
And
if you
I've
think,
actually been watching. I went into a rut where I didn't watch wrestling, or at least national wrestling, for I don't know what, a couple of months, probably, Josh.
yeah, you were down that IWTV hole.
But now I'm watching. Like right now, I'm watching one of my favorite tag teams, the Young Bucks.
You're such a liar, dude.
No. As of about 3 weeks ago, they're one of my favorite tag teams.
3 weeks ago? Why?
They blocked certain people that we should have blocked.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't block people. Dude.
I don't block anybody. I'm not a pussy.
No, I don't block anybody because I know that I want to be able to.
I like to say stuff and let them see it. But no, I'm watching. It's the Young Bucks, Silver and Reynolds, and Private Party right now.
Wait till you see Reynolds get knocked out.
Yeah, he's so good,
dude. Wait till you see him get knocked out. I want you to tell me who should have handled what at that point. I'm excited to see this, and maybe we'll get to hear you.
Oh, really?
So are you? You're going?
So
are you going McIntyre or Orton?
McIntyre. But
Okay.
like I said, I think it's going to be McIntyre. I just wouldn't be surprised if it was Orton.
Quick question, hot tag, yes or no question. Would there be a John Cena without a Randy Orton?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the prototype was a thing. You know what I mean?
The
prototype was so hot in the California indie scenes before Cena came up. So he was coming up no matter what. Did Orton make him a bigger star? I don't know. I kind of think they did it for each other.
I agree. To elevate each other, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Third Hell in a Cell match. One of your faves, hometown faves, Sasha, versus the champ, reigning, defending, all-time favorite, most improved, top of the cream of the crop, motherfucking Bailey this year.
Yes.
Where do you land on this one, dude?
They took Bailey from, and I don't know how to say this and not be offensive, because I'm not trying to be offensive at all, and I mean this like in a good way. Like, they kind of made her a joke for a while, and they've turned her into one of the biggest superstars out there.
The maturation process in 2020 for Bailey has been huge.
I think Sasha loses clean.
Has to, right? To legitimize the title reign and the belts and everything that's happened so far in the storyline. This has to be
that elevates Bailey. Sasha losing clean elevates Bailey to another level at this point.
Right? Do we see any interference by any other horsewomen?
No. You got to realize Bailey went from being like a fangirl. Like, she was literally, as a fan, in WWE magazine with like posters on her wall as a teenager.
Yes.
And now here she is. And she's about to get very legitimized.
If you go from NXT Bailey, right?
Yeah.
To SmackDown champion, longest reigning women's, right, in history right now because of her reign. SmackDown women's champion.
Yeah, but that's only because they change the name of the title every so often.
True. Agreed. But do you agree with where she's, the elevation that everybody's placed her as far as number one in the world?
I don't know about number one in the world. She's number one on SmackDown.
Yeah.
The problem is with being number one in the world is everyone's chasing you. Everyone else wants that spot. So,
well, and
like we were saying with the podcast earlier, you know what I mean? Every one of us wants to be the top.
We all want to be the top. We all want to be the top. But the thing is we're not going to tear each other down on the way there. We're going to do things to help build each other up, but we're also going to do things to make each other compete and be better.
That's what you're going to see on Sunday with that match.
I think every match, every Hell in a Cell match that's on this card has the potential to be the match of the night. Except for the Uso and Reigns match. I think that's going to be the worst match of the night.
The original four horsewomen was Sasha, Bailey, Charlotte. Who was that fourth one?
Come on.
Charlotte Bailey's, huh?
Becky, she's pregnant.
Okay, and Becky Lynch. So Bailey was really the last of those four
to get the run.
Yes.
Right? Have you seen Reynolds get knocked out yet?
I just saw
Silver drag him to the corner.
No, I didn't catch that. I just caught Blanchard coming out and hitting the Bucks with a chair.
Okay, well, it's good.
And the Bucks knowing how to sell it are on the ground laughing. Like you can literally see that they're laughing and not like. I mean, they're trying to sell, but I can't even pretend to like them.
Which one's the Bucks?
The Bucks, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, man. Sorry you have to go through this.
It's all good. They're literally laughing though.
We got 9 minutes left in this. We got 9 minutes left in this goddamn podcast. So
yeah, we got like 20 matches to go through.
No, we got 3. We got 3, and I think these they're Elias is back. WWE. What would walk with Elias? He's back. Jeff Hardy pushing Jeff Hardy bigger than snot all over television. Good for him. Glad. Hope he stays where he needs to be.
Yes.
And doesn't make dumb decisions like his brother to not say that he's got a fucking brain injury, probably a concussion. Doesn't say why he's out of commission, but then returns. It's ridiculous. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to continue to advocate for that. It's horseshit.
Yeah, if your brain is injured, think about those words together. If you have a concussion, and like I know people who, like I've had a concussion in my life. I've had one. I don't have post-concussion syndrome or CTE or anything like that. But I know people who do that are close to me. So, Bobby D, I'll stay till midnight. So that's something I take pretty serious.
I do too. And we talked to referee Paul Richard from ECW. I mean, there's some real stuff behind this, and I'm not going to mention a lot of things while we're doing this, but I just really wish them all the best. And anyway, Jeff Hardy and Elias, Elias has to win his return match, right? And Jeff Hardy does the job.
I don't know, because they've been pushing Jeff so hard. Is Elias more than a jobber?
Yes.
I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to say it's Hardy.
Okay. We're going to disagree.
I'm probably wrong. But I'm going to disagree with you and say Hardy on this one.
What about Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins, and Buddy Murphy? Remember on Raw, we got Murphy and Rollins split.
Wait, it's Dominic and who versus Seth then?
Dominic Mysterio, 3-way. Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins versus Buddy Murphy. So Murphy and Rollins are at odds, right? And you throw Dominic Mysterio in this. Yes.
Yeah, but they're gonna come together. The problem is, where's Ray gonna be?
Mysterio Jr.
Where's Daddy gonna be?
Yeah, or where's daughter at?
Is where's daughter at? In a cell?
Yeah, where's Dad? No, where's Daddy and daughter? Where's Daddy and daughter playing this?
You know what? I think Dominic on this one, and again, I may be very wrong, but I think that those two, they're gonna start off arguing, then they're going to come together during the match, and then they end up arguing and cost each other the match with Dominic winning. But Ray may get involved too, or the mother may come out, or who knows.
So you're agreeing that Seth Rollins, Seth and Buddy are going to go. Dominic's going to get the win again over whoever because two people can't get along.
Right. Okay.
Well, my personal favorite right now in Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Steen. Dude, I fucking kids amaze balls. Between him, you know what the tag team that I want to see is Eddie Kingston and Kevin Owens. That tag team for anywhere, anytime, any place, done. I don't know what you call them. I don't know what it is, but it's just one of those things that rolls around in my head. Anyway, Kevin Owens versus
KO Kings.
How about Kevin Owens and Aleister Black? I think it's going to be a really good match. These guys are great competitors. They can go. I think it's an opportunity for them to really have a good match. I don't know, man. It could be a thrilling match. I don't know.
I honestly, Tommy Flynn saying Cain Velasquez is in the Mysterio family. I didn't realize that. I don't know. Really could go either way. That's the
Rucker, how about Kevin Owens and Weight
Watchers?
Tell me another guy show me another guy that's built like him that can move like him. Well, Ivar, Eric, most of the guys in WWE.
No, Ivar is
that's
something
really
special. Like when he does that, when he's been doing that cartwheel on the Indies for years, and I guess when Vince McMahon saw that, he told him, "You got to do that in every match.
Every match, you got to get that done." Did I? Hey, speaking of figs, just so everybody knows, what is the maximum amount of pay you would pay right now if you had the opportunity to bid and buy a Vince McMahon Elite? How much would you pay? That's my question, because I'm curious, because I saw what one went for the other night and about crap my pants. What would you pay for a Vince McMahon Elite action figure, JP?
I don't know. Because I don't know. Like, I'm just getting into them. I don't know the going rates of.
Here's what typically happens is there'll be one that they hype up $4. Young Bucks, right? That that thing went for $75.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't signed, wasn't anything. Just I think it was Series 70 when this thing came out. So that's it. But it doesn't happen very often. The action fig doesn't come out very often.
I went for I told you the other day I was chasing that. I've been chasing the Macho Man San Diego Comic-Con, and I had somebody on eBay. I offered them $75 for it. They counted 80. Got the alert on my phone. I went to hit yes, and the time that it took for the alert to get to my phone and for me to hit yes, somebody else had bought it at the full price, which I think the guy was only asking like $85 for it. It wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah, right on the money.
But that's a crazy figure. I want that figure, and you can't find it for under like $175. This one was open, but it was still in the protective case, so the Slim Jim box part of it was opened up.
So it was. What do they call that? Glue, whatever. So where they like, I don't know. Why do they do that shit? They consider that open.
This figure, because of what this figure was, it looked like it came in a Slim. You know the box of Slim Jims that's always at the counter at like 7-Eleven or wherever.
Yeah, the little square one.
That was what the box looked like. This guy just opened that up, and then there was a protective, the plastic, like the bubble of it, was inside of that, just so he could display it.
Oh, okay.
I was going to do the same thing anyway.
So just to recap, so I'm correct on this. We're both on Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Did you say McIntyre or Orton?
McIntyre.
COVID prices. You're right, Rucker. 100% COVID prices. So we're both on McIntyre.
Yeah, McIntyre. The figure I was looking at, the 75, was about a retail for it. So.
Yeah, I just pre-ordered Rhea's on Ringside Collectibles. Just be aware.
I'm not pre-ordering. I'm going to get Ivar's when it comes out, but I'm not going to pre-order it because they jacked the price up. Like,
oh, it's horrible. I looked at to buy those two together right now. It's like almost $60 to buy those on Ringside Collectibles. They're fucking thieves. Bailey and Sasha Banks were both on Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff Hardy and Elias. You went Hardy. I went Elias.
Yep.
Okay. Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins, and Murphy were both in agreement. Rollins and Murphy get a little fight. Whatever, Mysterio ends up in a roll-up or something like that, ends up getting the win.
Yeah. Plus, the mother's the
referee. Whatever. That's probably when I'll go get whatever. I'll grab my.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big fan of the Dominic thing. Like,
do you pick a match? Whatever. Do you pick a match where you're like, if I gotta get something done, when that's on, I'm gonna go get it done? Do you pick one of those on every pay-per-view, or do you?
No, because I don't.
You don't watch it, do you? You don't watch the pay-per-view.
I do, I do, and lately I've been watching them all, but typically I get bored with wrestling now, like with watching the TV product. So I don't pick a match. It's just like when I get, and I don't even say, oh, I'm getting bored now, I'm going to get up and get something. I get up and get something, and then I never go back to it.
Yeah, see, I'd rather watch Warhorse and Danhausen all day long than anything else that's on TV. And when I say that, people are going to go, what the fuck are you talking about?
We got to reach out to him. Either one of them. I want one in particular because I love the Ultimate Warrior, and I know it's a big influence.
Yeah, get it at Walmart. That's where I've been trying, man. But you know where I live in Montana. You know, this shit's hard.
Yeah, but you come home with the old figures, like...
Huh?
You come back with old figures.
What do you mean old figures?
Like, you go and you find, like, the old series at your Walmart a lot. It seems like.
Oh, yeah. I haven't, like, I think we're typically, I think about a month behind. Like, my Walmart here, a smaller town, got the Bray Wyatt the regular Bray Wyatt, like, I bought two of those today. Those were at Target in town, but they were here, like, a week before. The Survivor Series elites are sitting here, and also the elites like Razor, the Heenan, and Valentine are here, but there's no God dang it, Ultimate Warrior in his suit. Who else?
Oh yeah, that's a nice figure too. That's from the Mania, right?
Yeah. Hashtag legwork. If you guys want to look, there's people out there helping us out. So if you guys need one doing the favorite podcast, hashtag legwork. It's out there. JP, let's spin the wheel for this fucking figure that we're supposed to give it. So did we give away yours to Mike Chaos Theory? He got that right. So this is the random one that we should have. This is the actual figure that we don't have, but we do, or that I'm going to get, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of us.
Yeah, and we're spinning the wheel. You should. How long is this setting the timer on this? You need to expand this timer and shuffle this fucking thing about 8 times here. Like. These people that we gotta get some randomness in this thing. There we go. That's what I like to see. How long's the time frame on here? Bump that thing up to like 30.
30? I normally do 15.
No, do 30. Do 30. That's a good one. Do 33. Larry Bird. Just kidding. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Larry Bird was my favorite basketball player, so let's go on 33 now. And let's see, we're going back.
So this is for the actual action figure that I'm going to get. This one that's in the corner, Series 70, whatever that is. The Survivor Series one. The Elite. Okay.
I went back to the Irish music. I had to do the spooky music once for Halloween, but it wasn't that spooky. How badass is this wheel? Hey, NXT, how badass do you think this wheel is? Should I text AG?
Oh no, who's that? No, it's Prison Tat. John. 114756669.
He was there. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still in the house.
Cool. So now I got a fig to get, and we're good, man. I don't know, man. I'm super excited for the new figs. I'm happy that I've got what I've got. I think there's some that I'm too, man, because we were given a hard time with it being.
And somebody new one, and somebody like that's been around one.
Yeah, my problem is, dude, is when I go out and get these
I'm lagging
figs,
super bad right now.
Hey guys, it's I'm telling you right now, it was JP's it's JP's internet connection the entire time. That's what it's been. It's been your T-Mobile or your Sprint or whatever you got.
I wasn't lagging before. I just started lagging there.
Well, Mom must be watching you on the Facebook.
So, no, it's you because you have there's one internet connection in all of Montana, and like the cow just took a shit on it.
Dude, I think
mad because there's going to be no. You guys are mad because Joe Biden's going to get rid of all the fracking.
Oh, I don't care, dude. You guys do what you want. I've already started my naturalization process to New Zealand. Me and JXT are going to get together and watch some AFL together when I get down there.
He's tweeting today that he had spent his gambling money by like 10 a.m. or something. The J-Stick, JXT guys, one of the best, probably the best. Well, there's some talent now in Australia, but he's definitely one of the top.
Yeah.
Like him.
Yeah, you're going to see him in
Shaza.
Yeah, Shaz is going to be working, I think, a lot with them as well. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm super excited to see them hopefully partner up with Independent Wrestling TV here soon as well. The Masked Wrestler, guys, watch The Masked Wrestler. Like IWTV, it's something I think we may look into maybe having a contest here around Christmas time where we actually
give them a hint on who it was this week. I mean, MDK all fucking day. You watch it?
I wish it was. I wish it would have been MDK.
Club.
That'd have been the Hate Club.
MDK
No, my God.
The guy pulled. They played. I mean, I watched the match. It was
good
in that match. Absolutely.
He played MDK really well. I mean, he played it up the entire time, right? How about the finish to them? Like, if you guys don't do anything other than watch this second episode, the ending to this episode is the ending to the Kane Undertaker match of I can't remember the year.
Yeah, no.
It's the ending. It's Kane and Undertaker. They're not the same size as Kane and Undertaker. They are not Kane and Undertaker, but it was funny to see that ha-ha time in a really cool match. Dude, I think that's why I like watching IWTV. I think that's why I like watching IWTV better than I do anything else, is because we have the opportunity to see stuff like that, and I get it and think it's funny and mark out for it, and people next to me look like I'm stupid because they just watch the stuff on TV on a non-regular basis, and I feel like a nerd when I do it.
You know what I saw today that blew my mind? I saw a promoter, a wrestling promoter, like I won't even say his name. He'll probably catch wind of this, and I really don't give a shit. But like a wrestling promoter who was at one point doing big things, always had big things coming up, and then kind of fell off. He posted something on how he had just watched IWTV, specifically Limitless The Road, and was underwhelmed. Like, you're a wrestling promoter. You're in the same business as these guys. If you were underwhelmed, who gives a shit? You go run your show and let them run theirs. Theirs is doing things.
Well, the reason anybody has any time, anywhere, anything to say negative about somebody else is because they're too busy tearing something else down when they could help build something up, man.
Yeah, if you only knew the half of it. Like, and this is a promoter who I respect. I mean, I was just blown away.
So it's not somebody you've talked about to me previously about that you think's a piece of shit. This is somebody you actually respect and.
At times.
No shit.
At times.
Interesting.
But it's someone that actually I'm gonna say too much.
Well, don't say anything. I guess here's the thing.
Gave me an opportunity.
What?
It's someone that gave me an opportunity at one point or another. So.
Well, here's the thing, folks. At 3 Irish Boys with a Z, we're up to an hour. Appreciate the time you guys took to hang out tonight. I'm going to go buy this fig since we don't know really what we're doing. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Again, Full Press Radio. You guys go to the Play Store, App Store, download the app, listen to the podcast, read the content. There's going to be more there. You can find us on WrestlingNewsSource.com, at 3 Irish Boys with a Z, on Twitter, same thing on Facebook. And as always, it's Free Fig Friday, man. Anything else, JP? Did I miss anything?
Get us on Amazon Prime. Fuck it. Just because I think that's cool. But no, thank you guys. Follow us. You know, we'll have another tweet out. We'll have another tweet out this week. Monday, Tuesday-ish, usually for the what the free fig will be. We just gotta figure that one out.
I think
I had a
got it
couple
already.
guys. If you win the figure, give us your address. I have a couple where I'm still waiting for the addresses.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the messages and send the I'm gonna give them one more shot. I'll give them one more week, and then those figures will go back into circulation.
Hell yeah, I'm with you on that. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and listening with us tonight. That's it, right?
That's it, man. I'm gonna hit end broadcast. Ready?
Yeah. See you.